So race 2 for Group B, and Chris Hart is now in Group B with James Blake Baldwin alongside, Simon Baldwin and Michael Fisk row 2, Nick Holmes and Andrew Caird on row 3. The fourth row, John Coburn-Evans and Graham Colby in 55, then it's Adam Craig and Tony Liversidge on that row. Behind them, Simon Woods and David Hart. Row 7, Danny Green and David Staples. Then it's William Stevenson and Michael Lawson in 16th. 17th, Bruce Carter with Dale Whiteman to his outside. Kevin Brent and Henry Lawson next, followed by Paul Tucker and Tristan Harrison-Kerr. Christian Young, who non-finished in race number 1, Group B, at the back of the field. Lights on here for the last MX-5 race on the Silverstone International circuit. Looks like everybody getting away, which is good. On board with Tony Liversidge, 142. Tony saying this is going to be his final year of racing, so let's see how he can enjoy it side by side with John Coburn-Evans in car 77. But out front, Simon Baldwin is challenging up the inside of 22. Pole position man Chris Hart, 5 of the drivers in the MX-5s from Group 1, or Group A, starting in Group B due to non-finishes in race number 1. The top Group B driver here is Nick Holmes in 107. As we look at Adam Craig, Dyson with John Coburn-Evans, he was the second of the Group B drivers on the starting grid for this one. So you can see what I was talking about in the earlier race with the promotion and relegation effectively between the groups. The Group B driver, of course, wants to make the move up to Group A. Group A driver doesn't want to have to drop down to Group B. It's a great way of dealing with oversubscribed grids, which we have in the MX-5 Championship. So out front, it's James Blake Baldwin from Simon Baldwin. John Coburn-Evans is going to look down the inside. Simon Woods is coming through as well in 101. So Simon Woods goes through, and Graham Colby is down to 11th place now after that half spin. He was having a good go though, and I guess you've got to find the limit of adhesion at some point during the meeting. William Stevenson is there, and there's the race leader, James Blake Baldwin, working his way through this gaggle of back markers, and he's doing it very well so far. Dale Whiteman up front, but William Stevenson, the third car that the race leader has had to lap. And there you can see the two leaders, the black car with the fluorescent red stripes, separated by a fair amount of tarmac at the moment. Waved yellows here as well, which means no passing. That could actually hinder the race leader, who's got a fair old lead, but if things are a bit closer, he might be worrying about that. But the reason that the yellow flags are out is that Andrew Caird is parked up. We saw him left of shot in the white MX-5 up against the wall. So the drivers have to exercise caution there, and now we're free of the yellow flag zone. The race leader starts to pick off the back markers. Christian Young is the next one for him, the black 50 car, and then Henry Lawson in 21 ahead of him. So James Blake Baldwin, fastest lap, still remains back on lap 11, 1:22.985. Change of position here between Christian Young and Henry Lawson. Lawson hangs on to it, but the race leader is looking to go through as well. Marshall preparing his blue flag, which he gets out just in time for the leader to go through. The battling pair have seen that, and James Blake Baldwin continues on his way unimpeded. You can see the second place car, similar livery for Simon Baldwin, is a little way back. In fact, he's got 3, call that 2 back markers between himself and the race leader now. Chris Hart's still there in 3rd, so he's enjoying his race and is going to pick up some points. Chris Hart in blue is actually still within striking distance of second position at the moment, a couple of lengths down. Simon Baldwin passes Christian Young. Henry Lawson the next one, very neatly through on the inside line. Looking at the timing screen, no penalties being issued at all for anybody, so some good driving standards being exhibited by Group B here in their second race. Especially up the front, here is the race leader, coming through to tick off another lap. James Blake Baldwin should have been up in Group A, but such are the fortunes of the MX-5 racers. There is Kevin Brent in 41, up ahead of Michael Fisk, 6th and 7th position in the race at the moment. Heading down towards Vale. Fisk putting the pressure on, but Brent looking pretty confident about things at the moment. Fisk looks to the outside, tucks back in a little bit earlier. He's going for the pass. So Fisk through and into 6th position. So great manoeuvre by him. Let's see whether Brent can return it. At the moment he's sticking to the outside. Fisk gets slightly defensive, certainly on that mid part of the international pit straight. Of Farmley Cup. This is one of the hottest battles that we've got on circuit. Michael Fisk started on the second row, the outside of the second row of the grid. And Kevin Brent, of course, started back on the outside of row 10 to 20th position, so he's perhaps had the harder race picking them off, but he's found his match with Michael Fisk, who he did pass originally, but Fisk has got the position back. Straight they come again. Tony Liversidge is behind them. John Coburn-Evans, you can see in the distance, still receiving the attentions of the orange car in the background of Simon Woods, but back through into 6th position goes Kevin Brent, still side by side. Is he going to hang on to the inside line on the run down towards Vale, which is where they're going to be sprinting to, but Fisk is hanging on to it. Meanwhile, back to James Blake Baldwin, closing stages of this race. James has had a very good run here. Whiteman's still working for him. He is some 6 seconds clear of Simon Baldwin in second, who in turn is a second and a half or so clear of Chris Hart. And here is the view. The race leader, the first of the black cars with the 2 fluorescent stripes. The second place car is the second of those. The blue car is the 3rd position machine, with Michael Lawson in the mix as well, who has been lapped. So heading down into Vale. Now that's the 14th place car, David Staples, who's in front. David still on the lead lap. As the checkered flag goes out and James Blake Baldwin takes the checkered flag. 2nd position is going to go to Simon Baldwin, but here coming to the flag is Henry Lawson, who's still coming under pressure from Christian Young. But it's a win for Blake Baldwin. He will take the fastest lap of the race as well, and look forward to rejoining Group A at Anglesey in a few weeks' time. Blake Baldwin the winner, fastest lap 2. Simon Baldwin second from Chris Hart and Paul Tucker. Adam Craig in 5th with Kevin Brent. Then Michael Fisk and Tony Liversidge. John Coburn-Evans in 9th and Simon Woods in 10th.
What about the conditions for the second race then?
Well, it was drizzling, but it wasn't wet. And I just completely ignored the fact it was drizzling to try and keep up with these 2 Baldwins in front of me. Which I'm very proud of, because they're some seriously good drivers.
They are very quick, and the fact that you're keeping up with them as well, that must be good for you in the rest of the season looking ahead.
Looking good. I mean, I know it's a bit corny, but I just have to thank Blink for my engine and Blandini for the absolutely excellent setup they gave me for this race. Car's so much better than it was last year. I've had a few bits and pieces. And my other sponsor I'd like to mention, apart from Noah's Ark, my bicycle shop, is Her Majesty's government with their work and pensions department, run by Mr. Ian Duncan Smith, who pays me to go racing.
What a lovely plug.
He's very nice. It's my old age pension and I'm loving it.
Great stuff. It's great to have you. It's great to see you on the podium and hopefully more for the next round.
Cheers. Fantastic. Can't wait for Anglesey.
Great stuff. So what was your focus for this race weekend?
It was really to podium. That was the plan, and support James. Which I think would have been tough anyway, because I think the we've had James's car right, my car very nearly right. Not quite the way we would like it, but I think we will have it sorted for Anglesey. So we'll see what we can do there.
And you mentioned Anglesey, they're two very different circuits, aren't they, Silverstone to Anglesey?
Yeah, I think everyone has their preferences. I'd only been at Anglesey last year, first time, but really enjoyed it. So this year I'm looking forward to going back there actually, yeah.
It was wet and there was a lot of incident last time out.
There was, and I didn't come out of that one too well last year either. So yeah, I breathed through clenched mouth there, but hopefully we'll have better luck.
Onwards and upwards.
Indeed.
Great stuff. Nice podium.
Thanks.
James, we don't refer to the earlier race, do we?
No, that was my mistake really. I punted my own brother off and own teammate off, so that was a good move. So good start to the season.
But then it put you back into race 2B, which I know you wouldn't want to be in originally, but you know, you won it, so.
Yeah, no, it's still good to gather the points, and at the end of the day we're here to race, so I think that's exactly what I did today.
How was it out there for you?
Yeah, no, it was good. The car's really, really good. Engine's been built by Bassett Down Balancing, Andy at Bassett Down Balancing. He's done a really, really good job. The car's been set up by Chris Dawkins at Kent MX-5s, and I've had help throughout the weekend by Ben Short and Brian Chandler, so can't ask for more.
And the way the championship works, of course, you can drop rounds, can't you, as you go through the season? I know you're probably hoping for a championship win this year.
Very much so, yeah. I know that's the intention. We all want to win, so do my best to try.
Great stuff. Well done. We'll catch you at Anglesey next time.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's all from us here at Silverstone. Make sure you join us next time when we're going to be at Anglesey. We'll see you then.